How to run a 200m dash. A 200-meter dash is a test of speed and endurance that requires an all-out sprint for the duration of the race. It's a balance between power and finesse, so it demands plenty of practice, ability, and technique. Making sure your form is on point is key to winning any race, but this holds true especially for short distances like the 200-meter, which is typically decided by just a fraction of a second. In order to succeed, you'll need to hone your technique from the starting blocks to the finish line and train like a champion. Getting set. Set your blocks. Find your assigned lane and use the length of your feet to gauge where to place the blocks. The tip of the unit should measure about a foot length from the starting line. The front pedal should be 2 to 2¼ foot lengths from the starting line. The back pedal should be 3 to 3¼ foot lengths from the line. Your lead foot is your stronger foot. Go with whichever foot you'd use to kick a soccer ball. Since the standard track lap is 400 meters, a 200 meters dash is half a lap, so you'll be starting on a curve. Runners set themselves on diagonally staggered start lines to compensate for the differences in distance between the first and last lanes. For beginners, or if you're just running a dash in gym class, it's not necessary to use starting blocks. However, if you plan on running sprints competitively, you should get used to using them. Do your ritual. Generally, the 4 commands are: stand in your lanes, runners to your marks, set, and then the gun. Before hearing the signals to get set and go, you'll be told to get in your lane. Now's your chance to stretch, do your pre-race ritual, and get your mind set for a good race. Even the best get nervous just before the race, so now's the time to get those jitters out. Try bending over and touching your toes to stretch the back of your legs. Stretch your quads by lifting each leg backward from the knee while standing straight and reaching back to hold your foot. Shake out your arms and legs to get blood flowing. Breathe deeply, counting to 4, holding for a 4 count, then exhaling as you count to 4. You don't want to relax too much or make yourself sleepy, but should get your mind locked on the race itself as you fill your body with oxygen. Focus your vision by staring at the track, and get the crowd, other racers, and any other distractions out of your field of vision. Concentrate only on the race, and imagine how you'll burst from your starting blocks, speed down the track, and make a great time. Get in your first position. When you're told to get to your mark, get in your blocks, clear your mind, and prepare to listen for the gun. Comfortably put yourself in a crouching position with your back knee on the ground and your weight resting on your fingertips. Hold your fingertips just inside your starting line and position your body so your shoulders are directly above your hands. If you're using blocks, make sure your lead toe is off the ground and completely in the blocks. If you're not using starting blocks, you can still use a crouching start. Position your front toe so it's a foot length back from the starting line. Get yourself in the same coiled position with your fingers planking the line. Listen for the set command. When you hear the set command, raise your hips and rear end. Put your body in a loaded position, ready to spring from the blocks. Your legs should be ready to fire as soon as you hear the gun, or go command. Keep your back and your waist aligned in a straight line in order to get the best takeoff. Slowly inhale and fill your lung capacity during your set. Consider using a standing start. Although many meetings require blocks for dashes, you could skip the blocks and use a standing start if you're not racing competitively or if blocks are not required. Position your lead foot one length back from the starting line, and line up your rear foot's toes with your lead heel. Feet should be shoulder length apart, and you should be slightly crouched so your weight rests on the balls of your feet. Your knees should be slightly bent. When you hear the start command, swing the arm opposite your lead leg forward as you lift your rear foot. Propel yourself forward using your lead leg. Lean forward into long, powerful strides to accelerate into a sprint.